It's your boy Crypto Blood, and welcome to another episode of My Two Satoshis. First off, shout outs to my man Edward Gagnon for making the request for a BC Boys track. Throwback hip hop right here, people. Thank you for requesting that, man, and I gladly fulfilled your request for a BC Boy track. This is it. My favorite, Paul Revere. He didn't tell me which one to play, so I just went ahead and picked my favorite one. But happy Friday, people. It's your boy, Crypto Blood, all that good stuff. And I am excited because next week I will be heading to Miami for the Bitcoin Conference, North American Bitcoin Conference. And if you guys are going to be there, I hope to see you. We'll get into the details about that conference shortly. But first, let's go ahead and take a look at the market cap. We're sitting at roughly 670 billion at the time of this recording. BTC's dominance is at 33%, almost 34%. And it's still in a retracement correction, if you want to call it. I guess you can call it a correction phase from its highs of 19,000. So we're still figuring it all out. I think we're just seeing price action, how I'm monitoring price action. I think we're near the bottom. Again, granted, no bad fundamental news, or what do you want to call it? FUD comes out. But if you look here, we are pretty much down across the board. And Litecoin has been one of the worst performers. Isn't JSNIP 4? Didn't he go all in on Litecoin a few months, not a few months, but a few weeks ago? Ouch. I don't know. I don't keep up with his channel much, but somebody let me know if he's still in that trade or not. I know I remember him saying that maybe about a month ago or so when they were expecting some news out or something. I don't know. But overall, we are down, people. And let's go ahead and take a look at, we are, again, still in a retracement or pullback mode here. And I really can't see much lower. We shouldn't get lower than this low here. Let me just point this out really quickly. Shouldn't get lower than this low. And that's in the range of 12,300 roughly. So we just need to kind of monitor that and just see what happens over the next few days. If we can get above, just to let you guys know, have a mental marker on where, if we have a turnaround in the market, where that should be. I'm going to let you know right now. We should see, if you start seeing prices above this area and then this area, then we are on our way back up. And the first circle I drew was 14.1 or 14.2 roughly. I should just say 14.2. And then the second one is 15,000 flat. So just keep a mental marker as you're checking the prices about 150,000 times a day, that I know you crypto fiends do. Just keep those two numbers in mind, 42.2 and 15,000. Anyhow, let's get into what this video is about. And yes, it is about this awesome Bitcoin conference coming up next week, January 18th through the 19th in Miami. And this is going to be awesome. I'll be down there. A lot of other big wigs. We'll go through this really quickly. If you are in Miami, make sure you drop me a line on Telegram or on Twitter. Love to meet up with you guys if I have time. I should have time in the afternoons or evenings, I should say, on a few of those days. So major sponsors, though, these are some of their past sponsors. Not sure which of these are sponsors this year. But this is a great and will be a great event here, people. And so let's take a look at their speakers this year. We have Patrick Byron. That's the guy from Overstock CEO. So that'll be exciting. Let me see if I notice anyone else's names here. Brock Pierce, of course. He's legendary. And my man Charlie Shrem. That's dope. He was the only way I was able to get Bitcoin back in the day. I would send a MoneyGram payment to Charlie Shrem's company to buy my first Bitcoin, actually. First few times. And Stacy will be there. Stacy Herbert. I wonder if Max will be there as well. Doesn't look like Max will be there. But a lot of speakers, a lot of events, and again, if you go, I love Jeffrey Tucker. He's a intelligent gentleman, and he's been really. I found out about Jeffrey Tucker through Jeff Burek, so I hope to get to talk to Jeff while I'm there as well. And let's see who their sponsors are this year. So we've got a few big sponsors. Bitcoin.com, of course. Swarm, Zen, Dash. It's cool, man. This is going to be awesome. And again, if you guys are going to be there, make sure you hit me up. Love to chat with you guys in person. I'm a social person. I love to talk to people in person, get a vibe for them. I'm really not into this whole internet chat room stuff too much. I really I'm a people person, and I like to engage and have conversations with people in person like we used to do. Like we used to do when the Beastie Boys were out. We didn't have chat rooms and all that crap. So check me out. But the funny thing, what I wanted to point out, first of all, let me just go over the agenda for the conference. So day one, we've got a kickoff party. That's going to be dope. Day two, welcome remarks. We'll have a few remarks from Dr. Mo Levin. Yeah, this is it's gonna be a full day. The first day, we got a couple ICO pictures, so it'll be interesting to see. I know Omar Bam, he went last year and said it was an awesome event. I think he'll be there this year as well. I'll be live streaming while I'm down there, so look out for those randomly throughout the day while I'm down there. But again, what I wanted to really talk about today, and this, my last video I think was about Microsoft dropping Bitcoin because of fees and slow and congestion on payments or transactions, and the fees being way too high for their customers. However, right after I dropped that video, I get a tweet from one of my followers. I can't remember his name right now. I'm going to make sure I get his name. So my man Triant Stewart actually sent this to me, article saying that Microsoft resumes Bitcoin payments after halt over instability. And I was like, wow, this is crazy. I wonder what the about face was so quickly too. I'm a little suspicious about this move, seeing that the Bitcoin network as it stands currently is still not conducive for any type of payments to be done in an effective manner. So don't know what that's about, but Microsoft did resume Bitcoin payments. However, this is the funniest thing ever. I didn't pay with Bitcoin for this North American Bitcoin conference. But let me just show you something. You got book now, but look below here. This is the funniest thing ever. Due to network congestion and manual processing, we have closed ticket payments using cryptocurrencies. Hopefully next year there will be more unity in the community about scaling and global adoption becomes reality. What in the... How does the Bitcoin conference not accept Bitcoin? Somebody help me out. I'm confused. I don't understand what that's about. Like, that was the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. So there is an article that goes along with this, and it's out of bitcoin.com here, and it says here, Miami Bitcoin Conference stops accepting Bitcoin due to fees and congestion. It says here, next week the popular cryptocurrency event, the North American Bitcoin Conference, will be hosted in downtown Miami at the James L. Knight Center, January 18th through 19th. However, Bitcoin proponents got some unfortunate news this week as the event organizers have announced they have stopped accepting Bitcoin payments for conference tickets due to the network fees and congestion. So it says here, TNABC closes ticket payments using Bitcoin. Bitcoin settlement times and the fee market associated with transactions have become a hot topic these days, as on-chain fees have risen to $30 to $60 per transaction. These issues have made it extremely difficult for businesses to operate, and many merchants have stopped accepting Bitcoin for services and goods altogether. So it goes on to say here that Bitcoin blockchain settlement fees exceed $30 at certain times of the day. Earlier this morning, Bitcoin.com spoke with keynote events organizer Mo Levin about the recent announcement concerning ticket purchases. Levin tells us in a conference call that his firm is scrambling to get Bitcoin Cash, or a digital asset with cheaper fees, integrated into the ticketing system. Wow. We have and always will accept cryptocurrencies, Levin tells us. Up until 14 days before the event, we accepted cryptocurrencies and manually processed all transactions, which became labor intensive, I bet. So it says here, getting ticket providers to accept other digital assets and being hopeful for the future. It says here, getting ticket service operators to integrate alternative cryptocurrencies is a difficult task for an event that's taking place in 2 weeks. Yeah, Keynote Events is trying its hardest to get another digital asset accepted for tickets, and it's hopeful business in the crypto space can help issues like this in the future. So for this one, I need to see what the comments say here, because this is going to be interesting. So I'm just going to scroll down here. So it says, how embarrassingly funny. Oh, the irony, someone else says. That's funny. LOL, this is like the US stopped accepting USD. Oh, they will real soon. How embarrassing. Why not just take Bitcoin Cash? That works. Bitcoin Cash is going to take over eventually, this one person says. I only use Bitcoin when trading and never to transfer from wallets. It's insane how much it costs to send. And I'm watching to the defense of Bitcoin enthusiasts and people, diehards. I was watching doing some research and saw that the Lightning whole initiative. There are actually 3 teams, or it's not 3, 6 teams, 6 teams of developers working on the Lightning protocol. And they've actually done successfully, all 6 teams have successfully passed the test for a synchronization, because it's all open source, but the way that each team implements Lightning is slightly different, but they're using this standard to bring it all together. So, there is some progress being made with the Lightning Network, but even with progress being made, the best estimates on implementation or rollout is a year. So what's going to happen, in my opinion, I would love to hear what you guys have to say about this, but in that span of a year in crypto time, other cryptocurrencies are going to gain a lot of market share on Bitcoin. And the question is, once people start using other cryptocurrencies, are they going to go back to Bitcoin once their Lightning nodes and everything are ready? I highly doubt that they'll be able to garner that much adoption back once it's taken away, especially when a lot of these payment merchants, or whatever you want to call them, crypto payment processing companies, start to really implement these additional cryptocurrencies. I just don't see it happening. I think that market share will be lost forever in Bitcoin. So what do you guys think? Do you think this is a big issue? Is this a little bit embarrassing for the Bitcoin community to see the North American Bitcoin Conference not be able to, or stop accepting Bitcoin because of its fees and slow transaction times? Let me know your thoughts, people. I would love to know. And also, I want you guys to make sure you click that thumbs up. That really helps me, help spread the word for the channel. And if you're not subscribed, make sure you do that. Shout outs to my man SGT Report, Sean over there at SGT, for just giving Nick from Truth Bliss a platform. I was talking to Red 5, one of the Webbot chat members, and we were just talking about how commendable it is to see people like Sean from SGT Report shed light on smaller channels, and it's very commendable of him to stick his neck out there. He has a large base of precious metals followers, and he gets a lot of flack for introducing something to his audience that will benefit them. So kudos to him for doing that and being persistent about sharing that knowledge, because guys, it's a paradigm shift, and it's time for a lot of the precious metals people, and I think they're starting to get it. But come on, man, the people that still are talking about this is a mark of the beast, government controlled. It's not. It's open source. It's open source, people. What don't you understand? It is open source. Now, can the government come in and hijack one of these protocols or teams? Yes. But because it's open source, we will easily be able to move to a better untampered system and decentralized protocol for cryptocurrencies. So let me know your thoughts. I kind of went off on a tangent there, but let me know your thoughts about this. I keep laughing. This Miami, North American Bitcoin Conference dropping Bitcoin as a means of payment. Man, I hope to see you guys down there. It's your boy Crypto Blood. I'm out. Holla.